Welcome back everyone, let's get ready to battle with this reduced switch timer which Niantic has suddenly sprung on everyone and has us all in a tailspin trying to figure out how to use it, what are its advantages and so on. So in these matches here I'm just giving you my initial views on it and some tips you can use, I hope, to use it to your advantage. This Swampert, my Swampert goes against this Scrafty, so my plan is just to get off some Hydro Cannons on this thing, take it out as I usually would. So this is my first Hydro Cannon here. I tank that Power Punch no problem. And after I use this, I will switch. And now I have 30 seconds in which to use my Skarmory. And this is the first thing I've noticed. If you switch into their Pokemon and they don't immediately counter switch, they give you a huge advantage. Because I can now get off a charge move against this Galvantula and a switch out before it's even getting to its first charge move. It's effective. That happens especially against Pokemon like the Galvantula that take long to charge up. So I get back to my Swampert, my Shieldrat able to get off a Hydro Cannon onto the Galvantula. That was a visual glitch there, I think, on how much damage it took. So I'm even able to get to a second Hydro Cannon onto the Scrafty. So now the Scrafty and the Galvantula have a sliver of life. Switch back into my Skarmory, take out the Scrafty, and they try to sack swap their Galvantula there, but I fast move it down. And the other thing here is this Pokemon like Skarmory that have Brave Bird moves that nerf your stats. You can use it with the reduced switch timer. You can use it and switch out immediately. So it's an advantage. So look at this. This is an advantageous matchup for me. They switch into their Seeking and I don't immediately switch, giving them an advantage there. I'm just going to use one charge move here and then switch. And my opponent isn't immediately counter switching. Their switch clock should have finished by now. And when your opponent does that or does not counter switch immediately, it essentially gives you a free switch. I switch into my Azumarill and I'm able to get off a charge move on it, taking it out, and my switch clock is now over. So if I wanted to switch out here, I could. This is my other piece of advice now. Always give precedence to lining up your Pokemon over the reduced switch timer. Just because you can switch doesn't mean you should have a field day with it. Always put how you line up your Pokemon first. So even though I could have switched out to my Skarmory there, I didn't. I let my Azumarill go down so that I can line up the Skarmory with the Toxicroak. And now I can line up my Diggersby with this Skarmory here and do some super effective damage with these Fire Punches. So don't get all trigger happy with this reduced switch timer. Put your lining up of your Pokemon first. And this is basically my match here. The Skarmory, I can just fast move down this Toxicroak with my Skarmory. Yes, I'm going to use a shield to keep it alive. And hopefully have a Brave Bird ready to go when they bring back out their Skarmory. Brave Bird it. And then use my Diggersby to finish the match. It is very tempting when you have a 30-second switch clock to just switch when you can, as soon as your switch timer is over. But you have to resist that and use your common sense and line up your Pokemon correctly. So this is a horrible match. A Swampert against Skarmory. So I usually tank the first one, shield the second one, and sack swap for the third Hydro Cannon. Let's see how this match goes. I tank the first one. Swampert users usually shield these charge moves, but this one doesn't. So so I'll shield this one and fast move it down. And let's see what happens here now. What are they going to bring out? I'm going to have to switch. It's a Mandibuzz, so unfortunately they get to their charge move first. I'm giving them a huge advantage here by not switching immediately, but I can get off this Brave Bird. Hopefully it lands and does a lot of damage because Mandibuzz is so tanky. Yes, it lands. They still have the shield advantage though, and look at what happens here. They bring out a Venusaur, which is super effective against both my Bunnelby, my Diggersby, and my Azumarill. So what they can do now is have a field day with their switch clock. As in, charge up to Frenzy Plant, use it, switch out. Use the Mandibuzz to kill some time, switch back in to the Venusaur, get off another Frenzy Plant, switch back, and so on. I think what they did here was they got a little trigger happy with the switching, and they give me a win condition, which is I have to farm down this Mandibuzz, to bubble down this Mandibuzz, and have 2 Ice Beams ready to go for when the Venusaur comes back in here, because they still have 1 shield. Let's see if they'll shield this one. No, they don't shield it, and I have another one ready to go. They are going to shield this because their Venusaur is what can win this match for them. They shield it and switch out immediately, and I think that gave me a win condition here. It gives me some time to farm down some energy with my Azumarill. I can tank that move, but I will have to sack swap here. Counting the fast move, sack swap. There it is. Thank you very much. Beautiful play. Ice Beam onto the Venusaur, and when the Mandibuzz comes back out, I can bubble it down. Yeah, so I think my opponent just got a little happy there with the switching. If they had kept their Venusaur in a little more, instead of switching out to that Mandibuzz at the last minute there, they could have won the match. So this last match here is a pretty straightforward one for me. Whimsicott into my Skarmory, advantage us. They switch into their Umbreon, and I switch immediately into my Azumarill. It's very important that when you have matches like this, you make your switches immediately, your counter switches as quick as possible. If I didn't, usually what I do is I don't switch immediately. I just get a Sky Attack off and then switch to my Azumarill. But with the 30 seconds, I would not be able to even get a single play rough off on the Umbreon before they can switch back. So quick switching when you have a clear advantage is important with this reduced switch timer of 30 seconds. And basically this match is now mine because they have an Obstagoon in the back with the Umbreon, and my Azumarill can take out both of them without a problem. I still have a shield. We're on even shields now. So this change will be around for the next 5 days until the 5th of April. The biggest danger, I think, is that we have gotten so accustomed to 60 seconds switch timer that mentally we are expecting that amount of time when our opponent switches or when we switch. So it is important to get out of that mindset. Keep your eye on the switch timer. It is 30 seconds. That I think is the most important thing. It's very easy to mentally think that you have 60 seconds and not 30 and not check your switch timer. So thank you for watching this video. I'll be making some more videos in the future. Like and subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon Go PvP content.